5 ways to have a wealthy mindset. First things first, find out reasons why people are wealthy and work backwards from there. Get familiar with their habits and how they got there in their life and how it applies to you. So the term wealthy has a number of definitions, and this is financially with your time and space for yourself and loved ones. Today, I'm going to go into the fiscal terms of wealth, and it's important to understand that one way to become wealthy is by thinking wealthy. Say you already have the money. How would you treat yourself, and how would you create a life of habits that would help you stay that way? Fiscal wealth just means you have money in the bank, and that means you're not spending it frivolously but have the option to. Remember that people with more money have bigger bills. So in comparison to a regular person, say who works in a cubicle 9 to 5, can be somewhat proportionate just on a grander scale. The bigger the house, the bigger the mortgage. The fancier the car, the bigger the monthly car payments, and the more they eat out, the bigger the food bill. So stay till the very end to find the most important tip it's important to live by if you want a healthy, wealthy mindset. Here are 5 ways to have a wealthy mindset. And number 1 is rich people understand the worth of a penny. Every cent counts. And usually that's the reason why they live this way today. So my old roommate used to say, nobody got rich writing checks. Here's an example. I used to work in a plastic surgery center, and there was a woman who came in who could obviously afford the services that we offered, but she nitpicked and was wondering, like, what am I paying for? Why is it priced like this? Can I get an itemized invoice? And we gave it to her and we broke it down and said, this is what you're paying for, these are the services you got. And she understood and she said, oh, okay, no problem. And there are 2 theories when it comes to people who complain about the price or speak up about the price who are wealthy. They either started out this way, which is why they have a lot, or they became this way because they understood what it means to keep what they make. Say someone works for $20 an hour and it's $25 to go out and have lunch. That's over an hour's work they're already spending on going out to eat. On top of that, there's a tip, gas, or a metro ticket, and time to get there is more costs on top, which means that person cannot afford it, in proportion to their time and wallet at least. Money is better spent though when you have it, and you can truly enjoy buying something like an expensive purse when you can afford it, where when you're struggling to pay for it, it's more difficult to freely enjoy and can weigh on your conscience. So put a thumbs up on this video if you have worked hard for your money and understand the worth of what a cent is, or put your 2 cents in the comments below. 2. They know how to keep their money, so understanding tax codes and laws can be cumbersome if you don't sit down and do your homework yourself, or read what it says on Google, and do all types of research with a network of people who can help you push your agenda on making space for more money. This can be a wonderful accountant who you ask every question to, and who helps you save by seeing your earnings and what you make and how far your money can go working for you. So if you go to any country and understand what the tax laws are, they basically tell you how to get rich. I want to acknowledge that it's important to pay taxes because we are part of a community and a society, so don't forego paying your taxes. But another way to keep your monthly is simply by investing. Understanding what you like to invest in helps, especially when you're interested in a subject. It can help your money grow and you'll be interested in helping it grow. So don't invest in something you don't understand. Keep it simple by investing into what you're passionate about. Therefore, you remain interested in having your money grow for you. If someone says to invest in a computer company but you have zero idea about it, either find an angle where you want to learn more about it or simply avoid it. If you understand the way a beauty company works and you're obsessed with everything they do, then do it. Same goes for real estate and so on, where in the US, you don't get taxed for what you put into your investments because you're doing your nation a favor by helping your economy grow. And comment below if you have any questions on this, I'll answer. Number 3, the wealthy use their time as their most valuable asset. So wealth also means you have more allotted time for yourself. You understand the concept of trading time for money and don't subscribe to the notion. Time is one of your most precious assets, period. For example, say you have a business you're spending 5 hours each day building a website for, and each hour you make outside of creating your website, you can make $2,000 each hour worth of products to sell. That means $10,000 is lost when you are using your time to create the site. Investing in someone who understands not only web design, but sales web design would be a game changer for your business, and it's worth your time. People think that building a website is just putting a bunch of fancy fonts and images and colors together, a color palette, color scheme, and branding. It's so much more than that. So your eye naturally leads around the page to get someone to do something. Lead them to buy your product, to check out your YouTube video, to comment below. Making a website isn't just putting a bunch of stuff on a page together. Say it costs $3,000 to hire an expert. This means you save $7,000 and the 5 hours of your time, and it only takes 1.5 hours to pay this person off, and you get to do whatever you want with the rest of the time you have. So whether it's with your loved ones or yourself, I grew up middle class and I saw a lot of wealthy people go on lavish vacations as how they spent their money. Where the people that I knew, middle class range, would spend their money on items like a car, clothes, electronics, etc. Electronics are tough because they get dated very fast, which is annoying. Tangible products lose their worth over time. So say you buy a pair of really cute shoes, whether they were expensive or not, they lose their value in your mind. The more they get worn, the more they get scratches, the less you take care of them. Over time, they lose their value. These wealthy people understood purchasing a once-in-a-lifetime experience to enjoy with their loved ones was priority. It's a totally different mindset to money. What would you rather be doing with your time? Comment below. I love to hear from you. Save time also by signing up to my free monthly content ideas in the link below to help promote your business online, or even just make your online content pop. And number 4, make wise decisions when making a purchase. There was an investor I knew of who wanted to purchase a Porsche, so the really nice German car. For those of you who know anything about investing in cars are the worst things to spend money on because they depreciate in value, which is what I meant like with those tangible products like the shoes. You lose, sorry, my dog. Cars are usually worth half their price once driven off the lot, plus maintenance fees can be a burden. So it's wise to think ahead about what future costs the car might have before purchasing it. How much will gas cost? How much will an oil change cost? How much is it to install an electric charger in your home? Does this mean you have to take the day off work and lose money to get this charger put into your garage? Does this get good mileage? When this car gets a fender bender, is getting it fixed going to be exorbitant? For example, there are cars that are made of a certain material that once they get a little ding, it's $1,000 just for this little scratch, so on and so forth. So the way the investor reasoned buying this Porsche was he bought an investment property to pay off his car. Say the Porsche that he bought was $80,000. The property he purchased was 5 times the price at $400,000. So he could afford the car 5 times over, essentially assets wise. And this meant it was no skin off his teeth when affording this car. Say he put 20% down on the home, which would be about $80,000, which is the same price as the car. So far, that's $160,000 spent on this car, but spending a larger percentage of the down payment, which means paying a smaller mortgage. And if he has tenants move in to pay the rent and the maintenance fees, say he has 4 tenants in the property and he charges them 1% for the rent, that equals $4,000 a month, but times the 4 tenants, $16,000 a month, making it 5 months to pay off this car. If you want to spend more money, you find a way to make more money. And on top of that, the house, especially real estate, appreciates in value typically as he renovated the inside, making him even more than the original $400,000 for resale value. What is a dream purchase you are currently having now? I'd love to know more in the comments. Number 5, wealthy people enjoy what they earn. I heard someone say, if you're not hurting, you're not saving enough, which is so true. I wholeheartedly understand this because I used to forego certain foods, most food. I used to forego life, my friends, going out when it came to saving money because I was saving for a big purchase. I would cut back in every possible way. When I wanted to go on a trip somewhere, I'd save every cent I made the past week and would eat eggs and drink water all week long. And it's significant to save half and spend half. That's the golden rule. I've implemented all the things I've mentioned in this list, but this one rule has saved my butt altogether. I have been reaching my goals faster and been able to live an actual life without missing anything, including proper nutrition. Simply start by saving half, and that goes towards bills, savings, investments. Put 30% away or less towards taxes, and then you spend half. It doesn't have to be right away, but where When you get it, it burns a hole in your pocket, but you can have plans to spend it later on going out with friends or something special for yourself. This is so you don't become a miser and stingy with what you earned, and you work really hard for your money. So there's nothing more significant than having balance in anything, including money. What is a way you're looking forward to spend your money? I'd love to know your thoughts in the comments below. And in conclusion, I just want to let you know that think in terms of having more to spend, but spending less, or finding ways to replenish that money and keep your finances balanced at all times, so that when you spend, it's not something you're sweating over, losing sleep over, and worrying about. It's a matter of earning big and keeping your bills small. And money doesn't have to be flashy and seen, it's better in the bank. Sign up for free monthly content ideas in the link below to help promote your business or blog, and I'll see you next time.